Good morning, this is Mary Fredericks, and I've got a really fun card to show you today. It's going to look like this when we're all done. It is using the Jungle Pals that comes free in the 2024 Celebration catalog. So for a $50 purchase, you get this stamp set here, but I would really encourage you to include with that the die cuts that go with it. And I'll show you here all the wonderful stuff you get with those die cuts. The animals, you just stamp them in black, and that's really all you need to do. I colored in the toucan a little bit, but the rest of them look just great with only a black stamp and die cutting it out. You can do a lot of things with that. The other thing is they give you lots of leaves and foliage type things that you can use in other projects. So be sure that when you're using these, that you notice that they're dry embossed. So the one side is flat, but the other side, it shows up more. I think you can see the lines here with even a cut in the middle, so you can kind of make those leaves 3D. So watch out for that. And it's really fun. I would recommend cutting out using a bunch of different colors and just experimenting first. This is what I did on this card. I think perhaps I went a little crazy with trying to put everything on there, but it was a fun project. So the one today, I'll show you how we're going to cut it out. It's you just take an 8.5 by 11, cut it in half on the horizontal, and you end up with a piece like this that's 8.5 by 5.5. And the way I do this is that we're going to score it at 2.5. So I just put it right here and I do my scoring however you do it. Some use a bone folder if they've lost their little score thing. And then you could go all the way over to 6 3/8 and score it there. That would work fine, but I have a little trouble figuring out 6 3/8. So what I do is I just fold out one side, and I know that I want it to be at 4 1/4, not 4.5, but right there. And so I just fold this flat back and measure it that way. And then I have one of these gatefold cards that opens like this. And then for this project, you'll also need 3 strips, actually 6, 3 of 4 1/4 by 1 and 4 1/4 by 1 1/4. And they're going to layer on for the front piece. And you need 3 of those. And then the inside piece, I always just keep it simple and do 5 by 4. So let me show you how we did this. I've already done quite a bit of the project just to make it go a little faster. On this one, I'm using Lemon Lime Twist, Pretty Peacock, Tahitian Tide, or Coastal Cabana is also a pretty color with this. And the tiger, look at him. I like that he is nice and bright and bold. Actually, on this card, I use the more traditional orange, which is also probably more like the right color, but I wanted this to really pop out. So that's going to be my tiger. And then these other animals, I just use the same colors, Lemon Lime Twist and basic gray. The toucan I did in white so that I could color it in. So, and here's my center. As long as we're here right now, let's put the middle part in first, which is probably a little backwards. And guys, you got to get the silicone mat. It works so well with the Stampin' Seal. You never have it all gummed up. Doesn't get, see how it does? You just don't get stuck all over the place. works really nice. So I'm going to put that right in the center. And let's do this guy. I love him. I want to be sure and use him. So I just put him straight like this. And you can put your, write whatever you want down there. Okay, so for the front, let's press this down pretty good. The bone folder. Oops, sorry about that. And then start with the top and the bottom so that we can kind of eyeball it a little better. Now you want to be sure that you only put your adhesive on half. If you put it on all the way across, now you got your card totally stuck down. And then we'll do the top the same way. And did I say I was using Pretty Peacock on this? Oops. It kind of, it's such a green blue that it can almost go as a green or as a blue. Now this one, I'm going to put here. And for this one, I am using a saying from By Your Side, which is in the annual catalog on page 61. And I just love it. It's just so fun to use. Life is better with friends like you. So let's make sure we're using the right side here. And then I can just kind of eyeball it and get that right in the middle. Close enough. Now we'll just put our fun little animals. This little guy likes to stand out and be right in front. Right in the middle. So let's do him here. And there are other things we could do. We could put, you know, he'd be cute with some of the grasses and different things. But we're going to keep it a little bit simple today. Let's see. In the middle, I think I'm going to do this guy. So it's kind of like he's talking to us. This is such a simple project. I hope you'll try it with this set or with others that you have. It goes really well with anything that's animal type or cutesy, whimsical. But I'm sure you'll think of stuff to even go with flowers or whatever. Just a great fold. And we'll put our little guy in. Somebody's got to tell me what this is. It's not a monkey. It's something else. Guess I'm not too good with my animals. Let's make him kind of hanging down. And then just to add a little more color, I'm going to put this flower, which also came out of the die cuts. And seriously, these dies you could use in many different ways. And I guess we'll just put a little of this adhesive on. Notice that I put one of these flat jewels on here, and I kind of started doing that because if you put too many of the bumpy kind of jewels on, you end up paying extra when you mail it. So this is it. Very simple. Opens like that, and could do lots of things with that. Here's another one that I made the other day using, I think it's oh dear, what is this? Can't remember what color I used on these, but it was some of the same colors. I think mossy green and one of the oranges. So anyway, opens like this. And the stamp set I'm using for, whoopsie, sorry about that, for the insides is Slim Sayings. It is no longer available. I believe it was in last year's catalog, but if you have it, it's a great one. Otherwise, find it someplace used. Thanks for coming.